Chip, bring back overhauling.
Wish I could. They're coming from England.
They come from all over the place, and it's a great sign that people are buying a lot of parts because they're not in ready to available inventory all over the place, especially one-off stuff and weird Jaguar parts.
Yes, it's been great. So, like I say, we pulled this out of the lineup, and we jumped on it and got it finished and brought it here. And you may not believe it, but yesterday morning there were no doors, front fender, hood. The top was just finished Sunday morning. It's been crazy last, shall we say, 4 days getting this car done and getting it here. No interior at all yesterday morning.
It looks like it's been done forever, but that's part of the stories behind a lot of cars that debut here at SEMA is that this deadline doesn't change.
No.
And you can't call everybody up and say, yes, SEMA, and we're doing next week.
Well, I get asked all the time, how can you wait till the last minute? We're not waiting till the last minute, we're using every last minute to get it done and get it here.
Well, it looks beautiful. And how many people in your team were working on this to all hours of the night?
Well, Friday morning, I told everybody there was 10 of us there. And if you look at the average workday, which is 8 hours, then each guy has a possibility of working 3 workdays in one 24-hour period. So I told the guys, we've got 3 days, so that's basically you've got 9 days each. And with 10 of us, Friday morning we had 90 days left to get this done in here today, and we made it.
You made it, absolutely. So tell me about the car. It's a beautiful, beautiful color.
Well, the color is just something that I had made up, but the body is, the only modifications that we made to the body is we straightened out the front fenders and the doors and the rear quarters, because if you look down the sides of a typical Tri-5 car, they're all rounded. And you look down the moldings, and they've got quite a bit of curve to the body side. We straightened all that out, reskinned the doors, shaved and cut the front fenders, and then also shrunk the rear quarters. Then we took that stock body and put it on a Roadster Shop chassis. It's got an LS motor that's dressed to look like an older motor, and then it's all leather interior, so it's not the vinyl that was stock, but it's all leather and done in a design that looks similar to the stock design. But we built it for Mike Malone out of Pasadena, California, and he's excited to start driving it. The wheels are a one-off set that mimic the original hubcap, but they're 18s front and rear, and I'm excited to get it done and share it with people here.
Yeah, and it's funny, you casually mention, it's a color I made up. We straightened the fenders. Straightened the quarters. There's a lot of work that went into those modifications.
There's a lot of work, but without all the vendors and the people helping, we couldn't get it done. And I've got a fantastic team at Foose Design, and we weren't only finishing this, but we did a C7 1967 C10 pickup that's in the 3M booth. Mm-hmm. And like I say, we're excited to be here.
And that one's kind of an SS themed truck, Z28 kind of.
Well, the whole theme behind the truck is I found an original 1967 Z28 Camaro motor, and there were fewer than 500 of these Z28 Camaros made in 1967. So that motor is a rare motor and quite valuable. And the first thought is, I need to put this in a Camaro.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, I thought, what if General Motors built a sport truck back then and they used all the Z28 Camaro parts? So I put this motor in it. I was going to put the 4-speed Muncie. I had all the correct parts. I wanted to make it look like it was all original factory parts and that this truck could have been built from the factory. But I went ahead and put a Bowler's 5-speed Tremec transmission in to get that extra gear for the freeway, because I built it for myself, my daily driver. We put Hotchkiss suspension on it, dropped it down 2 inches, and then of course bringing it here to SEMA, I couldn't have rally wheels with stock tires on it, so it's got the Pirelli tires and a one-off set of Foose wheels. And I'm excited to share that with everybody here this week as well.
Very cool. So the truck is in 3M?
Truck is in 3M. The 57 will be in BASF's booth. And I'm going to be everywhere checking out everything.
I was going to say, you probably want to be in the back seat asleep right now. But you look great. You're standing. Well, congratulations.
We went 3 days with no sleep, and got home at 7:30 this morning, took a 2-hour nap, and got up, and we drove over here.
Yeah, that's the dedication, man. And the great thing is you are in one of the few places in the world where you're not alone. because so many builders have been putting in those hours, and so many people building displays and building the SEMA show have all been awake, you know, and it's because this is such a vibrant event. Everybody's got to be here, and you got to make it happen, and you guys did it.
It's a small industry. You get to know everybody, but when you come here, it's like, it's not as small as I thought it was.
No.
And the other thing is, I feel so lucky and blessed to be able to make a living doing something 100% unnecessary.
Awesome.
You know, the world doesn't need a car like this.
Yeah, it's not food.
But the greatest thing about it is it's 100% passion driven. And that's why we're all here.
You got it, man. Thank you so much. Big round of a hand.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Chip Foose with some wonderful thoughts about the passion of all the things we do here, especially at the SEMA show. Great car. Go check it out. ZZ, we got a thumbs up on the 57? What do you think? We got 2 thumbs up. Let it rip.
She might be in your head, but soon you're gonna see she ain't me. She ain't me. She ain't me. She ain't me. It's been a long time since we broke up, and I know that you think you're moving on.
Yeah, so I met him at another car show and had that mixer on.
Now my shadows are
He's like, talk to me. You're like, hey, come on.
Listen to that thing, man. Right now, we've got some Mopar muscle that is pulling up on the stage. And a couple of good friends getting on. Hey, John. John Hotchkiss. Dan.
Hey, how you guys doing? Beautiful car here. We've got Hotchkiss suspension on this. It's American muscle, but it handles like a Porsche. It's fantastic to come out of it. My name's Dan Ingber. I'm the head of the Government Relations Washington, D.C. office of SEMA. And I'm here to talk to you about our Political Action Committee. Because our industry, those...
Oh, sorry, dude.
Oh, is this the...
Key.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to meet you.
Were you in the build process of this too?
Yeah.
Jay.
We're out of Washington State.
When he does turn right in front of you.
How you doing? Where's the
Try to hold on for a
That's not fast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Jay, you made my